All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? My name is Denanu, and I'm here with my homie Jolly.
What's up?
And we're gonna be doing a follow-up video to the what you want to call it, the cop who kneed on the black man and killed him and suffocated him.
Yeah, basically to our last video when we talked about basically we had a big win for George's family. George Floyd's family had a big win because they are charging Derek Chauvin with third degree murder and manslaughter. So coming off the heels of that, we got his ex-wife filing for divorce. Supposedly filing for divorce.
Oh, supposedly, so it's not like confirmed or anything?
Well, they talked about, it was let me see, different sources, but they all said the same thing about the lawyer, like it was a family attorney or something like that had announced this.
Okay.
So she is
public
filing
statement, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much a public statement. Let me show you his wife, though.
Okay.
And it makes so much sense as to why she's leaving.
Is she black?
Nope.
Is that? Oh, she ain't? Okay.
Nope.
Oh, damn, she's a minority. I can tell from the little screenshot picture. Hold on, let me paste this here so the viewers can see it too.
What is that? What is that, Miss Oakley?
Site can't be reached.
Can't be reached.
That's what it's saying.
Man, you gotta start using Chrome.
This is Chrome. I need to stop using Chrome. That's my problem.
Huh. Apparently she was Mrs. Minnesota.
Damn.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, what is like like Miss Universe, Miss America, the model pageants and stuff.
Oh, and then they have the states, huh? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Mrs. Minnesota is filing for divorce. Man, doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, dude. Like,
I hear that so much where like white guys are coveting Asian women. Yeah, like, have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, I think it's more along the lines of how would I explain this and be politically correct?
Don't be. I mean, like, I see this, but I see it a lot. No, I'm not against interracial couples or anything like that, because I have seen, like, you can see love, right? But then you look at other couples, it's like, that's his trophy, or that's like, that's some subservient shit going on right there. That's not really love, and this, she didn't know. She obviously didn't know what kind of person he was until he showed what kind of person he was when that happened. Right?
He could have been hiding it. Maybe he was a closet racist or something. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't like black people. It could have been like that too. But she obviously wasn't what she thought he was.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's all speculation at this point, but it's just like, we don't know why she divorced him, but she is. And she said she is. We'll just have to see what actually happens with this. If they do a follow-up and they talk about, that she's actually going to separate and everything like that. But they're talking about it. And she says that her utmost sympathy lies with his family, with Mr. Floyd's family. She is devastated by Mr. Floyd's death. In a statement on behalf of Kelly Chauvin, which is her, and her family read, her utmost sympathy lies with his family, his loved ones, and with everyone who is grieving. So she is doing a dissolution of her marriage, which is a legal divorce. Legally, she is no longer married to him. She has, let me see, they don't have any children from her current marriage, and the letter said it was not clear how long the couple had been married.
Okay. I'm assuming maybe they got married recently, like in the past few years or something like that. Because I can't suspect you're not going to be married with somebody for years without knowing who they are. Like, if there's any place where he's going to fuck up and slip up and show who he is, it's going to be at home. So. Yeah, it's good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Like, it's I feel like all the pieces are just kind of falling in that weird order where I actually expected his wife to be a white woman. I really did.
Yeah, like
this surprised the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that's why, like, when you said that, I was like, you was like, check this out. So I'm like, okay, does he have a black wife? You know, like that's what I immediately jumped to. But yeah, he has a minority wife. I was not expecting that. Like, you don't normally see that.
No, you don't. But at the same time, you kind of do with guys like this. Like you kind of do. Like, all right, let's say if he is racist, right? Let's just say if he is. I've seen a lot of white men who have that kind of mentality where other races are beneath them, and they always have a minority as a wife or a girlfriend or a lover or whatever. It's like it's a power trip or some shit. It's like, man, it's that weird superiority, husband, wife, minority. Like it's that. And then look, she's Mrs. Minnesota. You can't get more trophy than that. You can't.
Yeah. No. She literally is a trophy wife.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way, but yeah.
Not like, and this is no way a bash on her at all. No. This is all directed towards him. It's just like, when I look at him, I just see this asshole. just this fucking deplorable human being who has a superiority complex. So, all in all, this dude has lost his job, lost his freedom, and now has lost his wife.
Yeah. I mean,
dope. Cool.
Consequences and repercussions. That's what it is.
Consequences. I don't know if you probably don't know that one, huh?
No.
It's a Key and Peele sketch. Like it's dope. But like now we need the other two officers. Was it 2 or 3?
I remember the Asian guy was in the video. Yeah, he was in the forefront. But I would assume, I think there was another one on the other side of the policeman.
He and 3 other officers, so it was 4 of them. 3 other officers were fired Tuesday in connection with Floyd's death on Monday. So they were fired the next day. The other officers have not been charged with any crimes, although authorities have said that may change. And it should change. It fucking should change. Yeah,
they should be charged with something. Like, even if you don't charge him with the same stuff, at least like a few years or like a year or 2, you gotta do something.
Man, if you can't say, yo, get up, or like stand by him and like whisper that shit.
Hey, maybe you should get off of him. Maybe you should get off that guy.
You know what I mean? Just kneel down and pick him up or something. You know what I mean? Just something. You can say something, but stand there and being quiet and just looking, even if you're afraid to say something, even if that was your boss, I don't give a fuck. That's a human life.
Well, a lot of times with, and not to jump back into, that topic since we already made a video about that, but a lot of times in police stations, I mean, he was, at least the Asian guy, I'm speaking for him, he's a minority of that too. So, just like in most establishments, he was probably treated like shit. You get all the racist banter that guys do and all that shit. So a lot of times black or minorities don't like rocking the boat. So it could have been one of those situations where, like, all right, if I do say something, I'm gonna take heat for this for the next few years because they're not gonna trust me or treat me, as good as they would. But very few people like if I was a cop, I'd be like, fuck it, no, job comes first, law comes first. I don't give a damn if so and so likes me or I got a beef with somebody at work. Fuck them.
That's what the oath is. That's what the oath is. Yeah, you take an oath for that.
Exactly. But I know a lot of people don't have like my sense of pride or independence either. A lot of people are followers and sheep, in other words, if you want to take it.
I need a job and the police department is hiring right now and they have benefits.
Exactly.
Let me take that. Or I came out the military and I'm too stressed out to go work at Walmart. Let me go take that.
Yeah, or maybe he can't get a job based on something else and that was the only job he got. And nowadays when companies ain't hiring, do you want to do anything to get fired and rock the boat? Most people will say no. So.
I'm not gonna retract that statement of like the whole military and Walmart thing. It's not like just because you worked in the military that you gonna go get a job at Walmart. I'm saying like in general, because you don't want to take any other job, retail or anything else.
You don't want to lower down, or you don't want to take a job that's under your current career path. That's what you're saying. You don't want to work your way down. You always want to work your way up. Exactly.
My thing is though, if you're already like this and you're a military person, another brotherhood type thing, another like, in that you can still have these same ideologies and be in the military, but be working side by side with a black dude or a minority, and nothing like this comes up. But then you come out of that and you still take that same mentality, because it's not every day where like a military person will come out of the military and they're fine, you know, and they're not having that same mentality. And then you put a gun in their hand and then you send them out there to patrol the world,
to experience people at their worst that you can expect to be the dregs of society.
Exactly. And especially if they've served in a war zone where they see everything as a threat. I'm not saying that all military shouldn't be allowed to be police officers, because that'd just be wrong. But I'm saying there had to be some kind of test that you could have gave this motherfucker or any of these people, any cop, to see if they are actually fit to do this. Because if you're in the military, you mess up, you're out.
Yeah, depending on how bad it is. Yeah, exactly. Rules of engagement and all that stuff. Yeah,
but that doesn't work for police. I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. It makes no sense. Like, that's why I said, like, if you fuck up, let's say accidental deaths aside, because they got to go through their own investigations or whatever. Let's say something like that happened, and you know, if they did their investigation and be like, yeah, look, you wrongfully shot this dude. Like, yeah, discharge him from the police station and working in from law enforcement. Do it just like the military. Why not? Make it so that you can't work anywhere in that state. You can't just move to another state and get a job in another police station. Like, no, fuck that. Do a background check and be like, no, you had this issue here, so you can't, get in over here. No.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this right now, and I find it so ironic. Like, ironic, but it was one of those things. It's like I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. He had an Asian wife.
I'm glad that the Asian wife said, obviously, I don't know if she did it based on the situation. Maybe she was getting some social flack. Maybe she has a brand of her own, because if she's a model, she has her own social standings and branding associated with her careers. Maybe she did this as like, look, I need to distance myself from my husband right now. I can't have his bullshit and his blowback on my career. So maybe that's why she's like, at least now she can say, fuck it, no, he's not my husband. I divorced him as soon as I found out, so I don't got nothing to do with that. I support the family,
even if it is, boom, good for you. Good for you. Like, holy crap, dog. But another win.
Yeah.
I feel like this dude got
the perfect storm of consequences. Like, he's like, what the fuck, man? I've been doing this shit for 20, 30 years, and I just slaps on the wrist, and it's like, now I'm getting all of this.
Yo, treat him like the racist white lady in the park that was messing with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Take his dogs. If you got dogs, take. If you got fish, take them. You know what I mean? Take a pet rat, take them. I don't care. Take them. Take it all. I don't want nothing. Like, take them all. Pet rock, get it. Chuck it in the backyard. I don't care, man. Take it. And now just work on the next people. Work on all those other cops that was out there too. And if it was a black dude out there looking, get him too.
Race don't mean shit.
Yep, I'm not gonna be like, oh, there's a black cop out there. No, he's okay. No, take him.
If you're a part of that too, Yep. Yeah, we don't get no pass. We're not any more special than anybody else. Fuck that.
Exactly. And it has been proven time and time again that we are not special.
No.
At least in their eyes, we are not. We're nothing. So
only on the basketball court.
Yep. And then when you bring more people in, you need to be like, ain't none of that fucking don't rat on my brother bullshit.
Yeah. Well, that's
something. You better say something.
Yeah, that's human nature. That's not gonna stop no time soon.
Yeah, no, it's not. But I feel like at least in positions like that, the accountability is supposed to be about the protection and justice of citizens and people, and not the person that you're working next to.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like if you're a cop, a medical professional, people who serve in the military, when you agree to do that career, you're putting your life on the line. Nobody asked you to be a policeman. So like for me, like in those same situations where cops shoot black people or shoot other races and stuff, and be like, oh, he threatened my life or whatever, I should have the right to defend myself. Yeah, you should, but that should not be your first option. You signed up to be a police officer, so that should be your last option. Now, if you're Joe Blow civilian and you have a conflict with somebody and both of y'all pull out guns, hey, that's a little bit different. You have the right to defend yourself.
Exactly.
But as a cop, it's you're supposed to not shoot people. You're supposed to not kill people. You're supposed to protect and serve. Why are even just we as black people, why are we so afraid of police? That should not be the case in any society. Your establishment should be there for your protection. It should be like those old school movies and values when when kids see cops, you should be like, hey, how you doing? And the cop should, like the cops you see on Facebook, like the one cop who played basketball with the kids or helped the kids out with parties and stuff like that. Every once in a while you see some.
No, I'm kidding.
But like that's how all cops should be. And like you was mentioning before, like people who come out of the military, like, yeah, they're not all together a lot of the times, that you have their own stresses or PTSD that comes with that. And I'm sure police officers also have the same, because you're seeing the negativity of humanity day in, day out. And everybody you see is a threat. And that's probably where that comes from, because a lot of times you're in the bottom of the barrel. All you see is criminals. You're always seeing, you're always waiting for somebody to instantly pull a gun out or pull a knife and stuff like that. So you're seeing a lot of that when you interact with people. So eventually you start looking for that. It's kind of, what's that saying where, crap, I forget what it was, but it's essentially something like, if all you look for, or if all you see is negative things, that's all you're ever gonna find, or something like that.
Yeah.
It could be something like that, and that's why cops are just always shooting people, or always willing to pull out their gun and shoot, because they're already at that point where it's like, okay, I'm waiting for something to happen, and then when it doesn't happen, and they think it's about to happen, that's when mistakes are made.
Well, see, I don't really want to get into like the politics of like police officers and what they should or shouldn't be doing, but that is the difference between military and police. In military, you have active duty, which is like firefights and all this other shit, or just like touring actively for 4 years. You can't do more than that, and then 4 years of inactive. And you can do like as much inactive as you want, but you can't be in like other firefights. Or if you've been in so many active firefights, after a certain limit, I think that you can't go to it anymore. They pull you out.
Yeah, they try to prevent PTSD and mental baggage and fatigue and all that stuff to kick in.
Police don't have that. They should have that.
It's a different type of warfare. So but it's still warfare. That's what I'm trying to say. It's the same thing, but just on a lower scale, a different level.
You still getting shot at, but now you're doing it for 30 years as opposed to 8.
Yeah.
It's like, so there's a reason why they're so stressed out. But at the same time, like you said, I remember this guy, I think it was another YouTuber, I forgot his name though. His dad, or no, maybe it was somebody I was playing with through like League or something like that. He said that his dad had quit being a police officer because he was too afraid of getting shot. And and it was mostly like because of the Black Lives Matter thing. I was like, good. He doesn't need to be a police officer anyway if he's afraid to get shot.
You mean getting shot from like criminals, or getting shot from people who support social justice and they want to shoot cops? Okay.
That. It's like, okay, wait, he's afraid of getting shot. Like, wow, how long has he been a cop? And he was talking about he was like a cop for like 10 years or some shit like that, or 15 years. And it's like, He wasn't afraid of getting shot by regular ass criminals. Now he's afraid to get shot. What's the difference? There's no difference. If you are, you know what? If you're afraid to get shot, or you don't want to take a bullet for somebody,
why are you a cop?
Why are you a cop? Get the fuck out of there. I don't feel bad for him. I'm sorry. But he should have, like, you choosing your profession, don't go into it thinking about the money.
That's the same reason why I'm not a cop. I'm not gonna be a cop and get shot at. Like, no, I do tech support. I mean, I admire police, I respect authority, but that's not for me. You know, unless I'm put in a situation where I had to defend my neighborhood, my country, or whatever. Like if we were being invaded by like a foreign country, then yeah, that's different. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a gun just like the next person. But as a choice, when I have better options, no, thank you.
I'm gonna be self-aware, man. You put a gun in my hand, I'm gonna panic all the time. I remember when I did have my gun before it got stolen, I thought everybody was a threat. Like I always, like I was so ready just to use it, not to use it because like like on anybody, but like it was just because it was an option. You always went to that option. Exactly. It was the only option to go to. It's like, man, these guys over here are like, they may come at me and now I can't defend myself because I'm not going to fight off 5 dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, now there's your gun. It's like, yeah, but before, when I didn't have that, it wasn't a problem. I don't see life as a threat like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about like my options in that way. So when you give someone here, this is your protection, you will easily go to that because you got more training with that than anything else. But anyway, it's not about that. It's about the wife. She's gone. We need the other cops gone too, and their shit taken just like his was taken. Yeah. So there you go.
All right, YouTube. Well, if you guys want us to talk about any other topics or any other articles or movie reviews, social issues, or anything gaming related or anything else, let us know down in the comments below. My name is Dananu. This is my homie
Jolly.
And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Thanks.